Hey everyone, I am back with another video. Today we're taking a trip back to Midgard to revisit a game that redefined action-adventure, God of War 2018. It's now 2025. Can you believe it's been 7 years since we first experienced this masterpiece? This game wasn't just a critical darling, it became a cultural phenomenon, and its impact is still felt in gaming today. In this retrospective review, we'll delve into what made God of War so special, how it holds up in 2025, discuss its strengths and weaknesses, and ultimately decide if it's still worth playing. Let's start with the combat, the heart of God of War. The Leviathan axe wasn't just a weapon, it was an extension of Kratos himself. The weight, the satisfying thud of each swing, the ability to recall it at will. It was revolutionary, the visceral takedowns were brutal yet impactful, adding a real sense of weight and power to each encounter. The strategic depth came from managing enemy types, exploiting weaknesses, and using Atreus' abilities in conjunction with Kratos' attack. However, even with the brilliance of the Leviathan axe, the enemy variety could be a bit lacking. You'd often face variations of Draugr, Hellwalkers, and Trolls. While the combat mechanics were deep enough to make each fight engaging, a greater diversity of foes would have elevated the experience even further. And while the axe was the star, other weapon options felt underdeveloped. Exploration in Midgard was a joy. The world, while not truly open world, was meticulously crafted. Hidden pathways, challenging puzzles, and lore collectibles scattered throughout encouraged you to explore every nook and cranny. Remember those hidden chambers and the thrill of discovering a new rune or piece of armor? However, the interconnected nature of the world, while clever, did diminish the sense of scale, and the limited fast travel options could make backtracking a bit tedious at times. God of War's story was a revelation. It wasn't just about epic battles and mythological creatures, it was a deeply personal story about a father and son. Kratos' transformation from a rage-filled god to a reluctant but caring father was compelling. His struggle with his past, his desire to protect Atreus, and the complex dynamic between them formed the emotional core of the game. Atreus, initially naive and dependent, grew throughout the journey, becoming a capable warrior in his own right. The supporting characters were equally well developed. Mimir, the witty and knowledgeable head, provided comic relief and valuable lore. Even the antagonists, like Boulder, were more than just one-dimensional villains. They had their own motivations and backstories. The voice acting performances were phenomenal, bringing each character to life with depth and emotion. While the main narrative was captivating, some of the side quests and lore entries felt a bit disconnected from the central story. They added to the world building, but sometimes disrupted the pacing. And let's be honest, Atreus, especially in the early game, could be a bit annoying with his constant questions, but that's also part of his character arc, and it makes his later development all the more impactful. Even in 2025, God of War is a visual masterpiece. The environments are stunning, from the frozen landscapes of Helheim to the lush forests of Alfheim. The character models are incredibly detailed, and the art style has aged remarkably well. This game pushed the PS4 to its limits. However, some textures, especially when viewed up close, do show their age. The sound design is equally impressive. The crunch of the Leviathan axe, the roars of the monsters, the haunting score, every sound enhances the immersion. The music, composed by Bear McCreary, is iconic, perfectly capturing the game's epic scope and emotional depth. However, the combat music could sometimes become a little repetitive. God of War's influence on the action-adventure genre is undeniable. Its combat system, storytelling, and character development have inspired countless games. In 2025, it remains a must-play experience. The game's strengths far outweigh its weaknesses. I give God of War 2018 a 7.5 out of 10. It's a timeless classic that deserves to be experienced by every gamer. If you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? Let me know your thoughts on God of War in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more retrospectives and gaming content.